Good evening, my dear brothers and sisters. We join ourselves and unite ourselves in prayer this evening for the many brothers and sisters of ours currently suffering the Typhoon Uwan. And we also remember the many pilgrims who would have wished to join us this evening and celebrate the Eucharist with us. Let us not be selfish, but let us make this time of us indeed a celebration of communion and unity for these brothers and sisters who will need our prayers and the blessings of the Lord. Kaisa niyo po kami sa inyo pong sa atin pong panalangin at sa pakikiusap natin sa Diyos na maging mahinahon na mawala na ang bagyong ito at ang madami pang mga kalamidad sa ating pong buhay. We celebrate today the feast of the dedication of the Lateran Basilica, the cathedral of the Bishop of Rome, of the Pope himself. That is why we call the Lateran Basilica, just a little backgrounder, as the Mater et Caput, the mother and head of all churches in the world. And as I've said, this is a sign of unity, a sign of communion from the seat of the Bishop of Rome to all of the churches. And that is why we celebrate it as a feast day. But today, as we celebrate such feast, we were led to this gospel narrative to the visit of Jesus to one of the most sacred place, part or close to His heart, and that is the temple, kung saan ang tao ay nagsasamba sa Diyos, nagninilay at nag-aaral sa salita ng Diyos. And we were also given the description that the Passover was near, another sacred day for the Jews. At sino naman ho bang magagalit o sasama ang loob o malulungkot na ang isang bagay o lugar na malapit sa iyong puso ay nasira, nabastos o nadumi? Maybe for our brothers and sisters here in Intramuros, several years ago when they saw that the cathedral was in ruins, ang sakit ho siguro nun. Marahil isipin nyo lang din po ang mga bahay ninyo. Kapag ka nagasgasan, may vandal, hindi ho ba ang bigat sa dibdib? Kasi bahay nyo yun eh. Importante yun sa inyong sarili. And we can understand the anguish of Jesus. But He was instigated by the Jews. What sign can you do this? What sign can you show us for doing this? And Jesus said in reply, "Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up." Malinaw kay Jesus na dadating ang panahon, ang Biyernes Santo ay magiging pamamaraan ng mga taong ito para sirain ang kanyang katauhan. Bastusin siya, hagupitin siya, ipabuhat sa kanya ang krus, dura-duraan niya siya, ipako siya sa krus hanggang sa kanyang kamatayan. But let us not forget what followed those words. And in 3 days, I will raise it up. People would want the destruction of the body of Jesus, but God's desire is to raise it up. And you know, this is the story of our church, my dear brothers and sisters. Ang pagkakadapa at pagkakabangon ay kwento at kasaysayan ng ating pong simbahan. The Lateran Basilica was at least twice burned by foreigners and even by those living around the Basilica. But the Basilica continued to stand or continues to stand up until now. Nasaan na yung mga nagsunog ng katedral na iyon? Wala. Just this Manila Cathedral that we all enjoy and we all celebrate with. Pangwalong estruktura na po ito. Meron na pong 7 mga naging katedral na sinira din po ng tao. Sinira ng kasakimanan ng gera. Sinira ng kalamidad ng ating kalikasan. Sinira ng apoy. Sinira sa madaming pamamaraan. Pero nakatayo pa din ho ito. Nasaan na ho yung mga nagsira sa kanila? God is just fulfilling what St. Paul said in our second reading. If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy that person. For the temple of God which you are is holy. Madaming nagnanais ng ating pagkakabagsak, ng ating pagkakasira din. Pero ang nais at ang biyaya ng Diyos ay bumangon tayo at mabuhay po tayo. And in fact, we are not only talking about the church in small C, but the church in big C, you and me. Tayong mga buhay na bato sa simbahang ito ay madami na ding pumuntirya at nagsabing sisirain kita. Sinira na tayo ng mga taong nagnakaw sa atin. Sinira na tayo ng mga pangakong hindi naging totoo. Sinira na tayo ng madaming panloloko. Sinira na tayo ng madaming mga kasakiman sa ating buhay na ito. Pero sa kabila po ng mga bagay na ito, we can proudly say that even with the many voices of destruction around us, what we hold as a promise is that God will raise us all up. Binabangon pa rin tayo ng Diyos. Pero mga kapatid, hindi naman po ibig sabihin na sanay na tayong ibagsak, sanay na tayo sa kahirapan, sanay na tayo sa madaming pasakit ng buhay, ay masanay tayo sa mga bagay na ito. Matutuho tayo kung papaano tayo binabangon ng Diyos. Binabangon tayo ng Diyos sa pananampalataya. Binabangon tayo ng Diyos sa paghihilom. Kaya sana ho, tayong lahat mula sa pinakataas hanggang sa pinakamababa ay matuto. Hindi lang paano manira, kundi paano din magpabangon ng buhay. Madaming tao, ang kagustuhan ay ang pagbagsak natin. Pero tandaan ho natin na gusto tayong ibangon ng Diyos. This is part of our history as a church. From time to time, we go through these events. Nahihirapan ho tayo, pero may ginhawa. Nagpapakasakit tayo, pero may pagkabuhay. Ang daming Biyernes Santong pagkakataon, pero may linggo ng pagkabuhay din po para sa atin. This is our story as a church. But more than a story, this is a story of hope for us. Gustuhin man ng tao ang ating pagkakabagsak, pero tandaan po muli natin na pagbangon ang nais ng Diyos sa atin. Let us be instruments of that resurrection. Let us be instruments not of destruction, but of new life. And let us enjoy such blessings as a living church as we continue our mission of spreading the good news of the resurrection and of a lively faith with a love pure and true for each other, parts of the body of Christ, the loving members of Christ's body.